Machines that manipulate magnitude of force and distance. The 6 simple machines are the lever, wheel and axle, pulley and climb, plane, wedge, fan, and screw. But in our presentation, we will tackle about lever.
A lever is one of the most basic forms of a machine. They help us lift loads with lesser effort. Even though this looks simple, there are many things going on in order to lift the object easily. A lever can be described as a long rigid body with a fulcrum along its length. Load, the object you're lifting. Fulcrum, point at which the lever pivots. Effort, the force applied to make the object move. We use levers in so many of our day-to-day activities. They are classified into 3 categories depending on the relative position of the load. Fulcrum
Here is
and
a
force.
schematic representation of a lever. Levers are classified into 3 kinds in the basis of a relative position of an effort, load, and fulcrum. To understand the meaning of effort, load, and fulcrum, let us view the examples of a boy moving the boulder using a crowbar. The force that he applies on the crowbar is called the effort. The weight, in this case the boulder that is being pushed, is called the load. The point at which the crowbar is pivoted is called the fulcrum. Now, let us understand the different types of levers based on the relative position of a load, fulcrum, and the effort.
As one lever, the fulcrum is in between the load and the effort. A crowbar, a pair of scissors, and a claw hammer are some example of class 1 lever.
In Class 2 levers, the load is in between the effort and the fulcrum. A bottle opener and a wheelbarrow belongs to Class 2 levers.
In Class 3 lever, the effort is in between the fulcrum and the load. The human forearm and the tongs used to lift loads belong to Class 3.
First, here are some real examples of Class 1 levers. These scissors and examples of Class on levers because there's a force exerted by the finger on the left. The fulcrum in the center, which is a puddle part, and a load being lifted to the right. This clip is a similar example with the fire is exerted by the fingers on the left and the fulcrum is in the center and the load is lifted to the right.
Examples of a Class 2 lever is a wheelbarrow. On the wheelbarrow, the wheel is considered the fulcrum. The load is in the middle being lifted by the force at the other hand and by the handle of the wheelbarrow. This stapler is an example of a Class 3 lever because, as you can see, the force is applied at the center of the stapler to push the load downwards.